glad you're here. Celebrity tea, the latest and clear style fashion. Maybe a little scent, we keep it real classy, that's the content. Hey y'all, hey, glad you're here. Celebrity tea, the latest and clear style fashion. Maybe a little scent, we keep it real classy, that's the content. Pull up, sit back, let's build the tea. Hot topics, latest trends, you know it's me. Facts over feelings, receipts on deck. We keep it real classy content. What did you expect? It's MzPettySociety.
Hey y'all, hey. This is a late night edition, so if you pop in, if you're catching a replay, just know that, yep, I was bored at work and I decided, you know what, let me go ahead and catch up on this FYE REDD TikTok that everybody's talking about. So come in. It's late. It's what is it, after hours? And I know some of y'all are sleeping, but if you ain't sleep, get up, get cozy under them covers, and come hang out with your girl. Um, and some of y'all pretending y'all sleep, and the rest of y'all said one more scroll and ended up right here. So get comfortable, grab you a snack or a little drink, definitely a blanket. This is our after hours energy. No rushing, no pressure. We're just hanging out. So tonight we're just gonna be kicking back, and diving into this story that everybody's been telling me about. Not sure if you, hey chat, not sure if you know about the girl Faye Red, and I figured this would be a perfect time for me to catch up on the story, and you guys could catch up on it with me. We're just hanging out, chilling, unpacking, in petty style. So settle in, because it's not gonna be one of them loud situations. We're just gonna check out this video, um, and see what it do. We gotta see what they got going on. I did have a cute little backdrop here. I don't know why my picture. I don't know why it's doing that, but anywho, we're gonna see. Let's just see what it turns out. Okay, let's see how this works out. Exit full screen. Yeah, so we're gonna get off this good old full screen, and we have a solo layout. I don't know why, but let's see the other layouts so we can see the backdrop. Anyway, okay, guys, who's in the chat? What up? Hey, yay, that's Toy. Hey, Toy, girl, I am up. I am up about to watch this. You can watch it with me. I guess we'd be sitting here watching it together. Let me see what we got here. Give me 1 second. I'm not sure why my thing is not showing on my stage. Okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let's see. I'm hoping you guys can see what I see. I was trying to change the layout. Let's see how that's gonna work though. Anywho, I'm about to play the thing. Let's see. I'm not sure why it's not letting me. Hey, well, we got a couple of little people up in here, a couple of people. I wanted to change this layout though. I for sure want to change this layout. Okay, let's see. Let's go along with sharing the screen. And let's check out this story. Okay, guys. I'm hoping I got it turned up. Okay.
Baby.
Hey.
Okay, y'all.
Okay, so part one of the time that my best friend set me up to be unalived, and I was shot 5 times while 18 weeks pregnant. Okay, so for starters, my okay, so
Okay, so we're gonna let me shout out to chat before we get all into this. Y'all got y'all blankets? Are y'all chilling? Hey, are y'all chilling? It's just me and you. Anybody else gonna say anything to us in the chat? What is it, 12 people? And they probably not gonna say nothing, but we just gonna sit here. It's what, 13 people? I know y'all lying. Y'all gonna say something to us instead of just watching us. Okay? Anywho, Toy, I guess we finna watch this stuff. Let's see what it happens. Let me see who here. Hey, hey, Melanin Glow. Girl, we about to watch this. Cause you don't, it's just been, you need to watch it, you need to watch it, you need to watch it. So I was like, forget it. Let's just go ahead and watch it. Why not? Late night, we up already. Okay, so let's go ahead and watch it. Now, this is supposed to be this crazy story. And I don't know anything about it, y'all. So I'm just as shocked as y'all. Okay. Okay. So let's get into it. Here we go.
part one of the time that my best friend set me up to be unalived, and I was shot 5 times while 18 weeks pregnant. Okay, so for starters, my best friend is a he, not a she. And I'm gonna have to take y'all back to about a month before I get shot so I can make it all make sense. You feel me? So for those
Wait
of
a
you who
minute.
know me,
Wait
you
a minute,
know.
y'all.
But
Hold
if
on,
you
y'all.
don't know me, Mama was outside with the movers and the shakers. I was a street pharmacist. I'm talking about coin, okay? Major coin.
Hold on, y'all. Y'all
And
can't see
around
it.
this
Hold on.
time, I was dating this dude. And we was going through a messy breakup. Not true enough.
Hold on,
I
y'all.
was going back and forth
Hold on,
between
y'all.
him and my baby daddy. Yes.
Because this don't feel right. Okay, let me stop this. We're going to get back into it. Let me get this off the screen because something's going wrong over here. And once we get this situated, we'll be good to go. Okay, I think we are getting somewhere. I kind of wanna move myself from the screen. Right. Let's see. And it gave us options to do other stuff, so I don't understand why it's not giving me the options either. I'm coming, y'all. I don't know what happened. Don't know. So if anything, I'm just gonna go ahead and just share my screen. Don't have a clue. Let me know if y'all can see it, guys, because I don't know.
Okay, so part one of the time that my best friend set me up to be unalived, and I was shot 5 times while 18 weeks pregnant. Okay, so for starters, my best friend is a he, not a she. And I'm gonna have to take y'all back to about a month before I get shot so I can make it all make sense. You feel me? So for those of you who know me, you know. But if you don't know me, Mama was outside with the movers and the shakers. I was a street pharmacist. I'm talking about coin, okay? Major coin. And around this time, I was dating this dude. And we was going through a
Can y'all
messy
see?
breakup. Not true enough. I was going back and forth between him and my baby daddy. Yes, I was. But in my
Can you let
defense,
me know in the
if
chat
y'all
if
knew
y'all
what
can
this nigga
see?
had done did to me, y'all would have been scratching dragon's ass, sis. And that's just what I was doing. Dragging it. And when I tell y'all this situation was messy and toxic, everywhere they seen each other, they would fight. At the gas station, at the gambling house, if they ran into each other at church, it was on sight. And I used to be right there screaming, whoop his ass, whoop his ass. But I don't really know who I'm rooting for because I'm thinking about all the stuff that both these niggas done did to me. And at this point, I just want somebody to get whooped. Okay, so one day I'm at home, laid up with my baby daddy, and I get a phone call. It's one of my homegirls. And she like, Red, the gambling house just got shot up, and old boy was there, the dude that I'm going through the breakup with. So I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Is he unalived? And she was like, no, but 2 people got shot. So I'm like, damn, that's crazy. But hey, that ain't got nothing to do with me, shit. So I hang out with her. I roll over, lay back down, and get comfortable. Because this is my day off, baby. Ain't none of that got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? But about 45 minutes later, my phone rang. I look at it, it's an unknown number. I send it a voicemail immediately. You feel me? Because I screen phone calls. I don't know about y'all. And then the number calls right back. So I'm like, dang, who is this? So I answer the phone and I put my hello. And they like, this is so Detective so-and-so from the police department. Can I speak to so-and-so? So I'm like, this her? What's up? So I'm looking at the phone crazy. Like, what's up? What you want with me? So he was like, we wondering if you could come in and sit down and have a conversation with us. So I'm like, conversation about what? So it was like something about an incident that just occurred. We would just like to talk to you for a moment if you have some time. So I was like, well, I don't know when I'm gonna have some time, but I'll get back with you and I'll let you know when I can come in. I hang up the phone and I look at my baby daddy and I'm like, that was the police department. And he said, police department? For what? And about that time, his phone rung. Same number. He's scared. He don't want to answer the phone. But I'm supposed to answer the phone, answer the phone. So he answered the phone and it's Detective so-and-so from the police department. Can I speak to so-and-so? So he like, yeah, this me. How can I help you? He hit him with the same line he hit me with. Can you come in? We need to talk to you. So my baby daddy give him
Hey, Amy, Sula. We're in here. We're just watching a story time. So I'm gonna answer in the chat. That'd be good. But I just wanted to shout you out. Hey.
something about he got to go pick his kids up or something like that. And I'm thinking, pick your kids up, your kid in their sleep. But okay, cool. Tell him what you want to tell him. So he hang up the phone. I'm looking at him. He looking at me. We both looking stupid. You feel me? So I'm like, you know what? Let's just go down there because it's better for us if we go down there than if they catch us on the street. So we both get up and we get ready. We put on our all white. Because if you know about going to jail with your all white on. So we get down to the police station and they separate us. They put us in 2 different interrogation rooms. And when he come in, he's like, hey, I'm Detective so-and-so. I spoke to you on the phone earlier. I just wanted to talk to you because you are
You're
a
too young.
person of interest in an attempted murder, y'all. Attempted murder? Baby, when I tell y'all
Yes, sir, my love.
my heart dropped to the floor and rolled out the damn room, baby. And I'm gonna cut it right there and y'all gonna have to come back for part 2. Okay, so part 1.
I got part 2, guys.
Part 2 of when my best friend set me up to be unalived and I was shot 5 times while 18 weeks pregnant. I'm at the police department and I'm shaking in my Gucci slippers, you feel me? Because I done did some questionable things in my life, but never nothing to the extent of attempted murder, y'all.
Toya,
When I
we in
gather
part.
myself, my first question is, Detective, who I tried to kill? Because the suspense is killing me at this point. So he proceeds to tell me about a shooting that happened earlier that day on the other side of town at a local gambling house. On the inside, whew, mama relaxed a little bit. Whew, baby, I told y'all my homegirl called me earlier that day and gave me the play. But I can't let him know that I know what's going on. So my next question was, well, damn, what happened? How I get in it? Child, apparently there was 4 people in the house. My ex, the 2 people that run it, and one of my homeboys. I told y'all I was with the movers and the they was inside gambling, playing cards. Somebody came, knocked on the door. Boom, 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 boom. When one of the guys that run the gambling house came to open the door, whoever was at the door aired that bitch out. Bop, 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 bop. And 2 people got shot. Now I'm looking at the detective crazy. Because, baby, why am I here? You still have not told me why I'm here. What's going on? Do y'all know this child of God, my ex, told them people that me and my baby daddy shot the gambling house up because we was trying to unalive him. I can't make that up. Yes, he did, y'all. Yes, he did. This man kept me there for hours, y'all, questioning me about my whereabouts, about the incidences that went on between me and my baby daddy, like just over and over and over again. And he ain't feed me. The only thing he gave me was some water, y'all, and I think it was tap water. But while I'm in there being questioned, the wheels in my mind go to turning and turning and turning. And by the time I left there, I already had them figured out who did it and why. But it ain't my place to lace them up. You get a paycheck, you're going to have to do your job and earn your paycheck. That was just my mentality at the time, y'all. So now this is where things get sticky, y'all. Sit down and pay attention because I don't want to lose you, okay? So this is where my best friend come into play, the one that set me up. Okay, we get into the meat and potatoes. Now my best friend and my homeboy that was in the spot when it got shot up, they going through it. They got some beef of their own, okay? And this is why they're beefing. My best friend, he got motion. He getting money a certain way. But my homeboy, he done started getting motion the same way as my best friend, and he undercutting him on the prices. And my best friend and his homeboys, they on some mafia shit. They don't like that. A couple weeks before the shooting, my best friend and his homeboys ran down on my homeboy, stressing, you can't get money in the city no more. You got to find something else to do. Get a job, something. But I know my homeboy, and I know because he from my set, and we don't play that. You ain't going to tell us what to do. Baby, it's up. So he continued to do him, and my best friend and them got wind of it, and I guess you know what happened next. What's understood don't gotta be explained. Now, it's about 12, 1 o'clock at night. I'm leaving the police station. When I leave the police station, I drop my baby daddy off, and my first stop is to my best friend. Because we gotta talk about this. So when I push up on him, I'm like, guess where I just came from? The police department. I'm a person of interest in a shooting that took place at a gambling house earlier that day. Y'all, his eyes went like this. Then it popped out his head. And I know what I'm about to say might sound crazy to some of y'all. But I lay it out for him. I ain't gonna say nothing because it ain't my place. But if something happened and I happen to get arrested for this, I know I'm gonna beat it. But while I'm in these people's slammer fighting it, my mama and my baby better be straight. Whatever you got to do, you better do it. I know it sounds crazy, y'all, but I was outside living that life, okay? Okay, so now, y'all gonna have to follow me for part 3. Part 2, y'all miss me? Part 3 of when my best friend set me up to be unalive, and I was shot 5 times while 18 weeks pregnant. Okay, y'all, so the next couple of days after I went and hollered at my best friend, I got sick as fuck. I'm talking about throwing up. I ain't want to get out of bed. Just felt like trash. And in the back of my mind, I knew I
Ate your
was
dog.
pregnant. But I'm hoping that I'm not because I've been playing a dangerous game for the last couple of months, going back and forth between my baby daddy and my ex. But me being young and dumb, and I'm so scared, I'm stressing I ain't even gonna take no test. I'm just gonna wait for my cycle to come on. You feel me? And meanwhile, through the midst of all this, I'm going back and forth to court because mama was just in her all white a couple months back because I caught a charge. So when I go to court, they offering me 3 years probation or 1 year in prison.
and I can't go to prison. I might be pregnant. So probation it is. So a couple of the stipulations of my probation is I can't leave the county where I live at without my probation officer's approval. And the county that I get money in is not the county that I live in. You never eat where you shit. You feel me? And I got a 9 o'clock curfew, y'all. How I'm supposed to get money like this? So I come up with a plan. I go hustle during the daytime. I'm being real discreet. I'm in and out the city, catching my plays. It's really invitation only. You feel me? Then I would head home by 8:30, and I would wait till like 12, 1 o'clock at night, and then I would pop back up. But my first week or so on probation, I was in the house. I was doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? But while I'm in the house, I got a lot of time to think. And so my conscience started getting the best of me. I'm thinking about my homeboy, and I'm thinking about my best friend. And I don't want nothing to happen to my homeboy. You feel me? Because I couldn't look his mama in her face if anything happened to him.
Hey, Monique.
And I knew, and it was something that I could have did to prevent it. So against my better judgment, I called my homeboy. I'm like, hey, where you at? I need to holler at you. Push up on me. So we link up. And I don't mention my best friend, but I lace my homeboy up. I'm stressing, listen, that shooting a month ago, it was really for you. You know what you got going on out here, so I ain't really got to say too much. But what I'm asking you is to just be careful and maybe chill for a little bit. Let things calm down. So he go to stressing that he kind of figured that's what it was, but he didn't have no confirmation. And I had just gave him confirmation. So he tell me that he gonna chill. So I'm like, okay, bet. That's the best thing for everybody. So now a couple weeks pass. I still ain't got my cycle. And I'm still trying to make things shape while I'm on probation. So one day, I say, fuck it. I'm going to take a test. So y'all, I took the test. And I guess you know, them little pink lines and all that, which was dark red. I was so pregnant. So now I'm shooketh. You feel me? This a safe space. Can I be real with y'all? I ain't know who the daddy was. I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't know who baby that was. But
All right, now, chat. Is y'all following what she putting down? Because I think I got a little confused. She was messing with, help me out in the chat. She was messing with a new boyfriend, and she wasn't sure it was either the new boyfriend or the ex-boyfriend baby. Let me know if I'm following it. Yay, nay. Y'all following? What y'all getting? How y'all know who, like, she was messing with? She was messing with two guys, right? The baby daddy and the new guy. The two that kept fighting over her. Let me know, y'all. Let me know if I'm on point. Back to the story. Okay.
I'm a real one now. So I had to tell both of them. So I keep it G. I had a conversation with both of them. Y'all can only imagine how them conversations went, baby. I was there, pussy hole, dog ass hole, mutt ass bitch. Anything but the child of God is what I was. But you know, it's always mama's baby, daddy's maybe. So I'm going to handle my responsibility regardless. But you know, whatever y'all want to do, I'm cool with it. So both of them left my ass. I was out in the cold by my damn self, y'all. So now I'm pregnant. I'm on 3 years probation. Both my niggas done left me. And I'm a person of interest in an attempted murder. Baby, I couldn't make this shit up. Mama was living. And that's it for part 3. Tune in for part 4. Y'all miss me? Part 3 of when my best Part 4 of when my best friend set me up to be unalive and I was shot 5 times while 18 weeks pregnant. Let's do it. So at this point, life is lifing, baby. I mean, whooping my ass. But hey, I still got to get to the money. So one day, I'm in my city and my best friend called me.
Can y'all hear
His
it?
car in the shop getting painted.
Let me know in the
And
chat
he's
if y'all can
stressing
hear
he
it.
just dropped his rental off. Can I come give him a ride to bust a move? So I'm like, yeah, I'm on my way. So I pull up to pick him up. When we pull out the driveway, he get a phone call. So he on the phone. I ain't really paying attention because that ain't none of my business. You feel me?
Cool.
But when he get off the phone, he's stressing, can I stop at the corner store that's up there by his house? So I ain't thinking nothing of it. So I pull up. And when I pull up, he say, hey, jump out the car real quick. My big homie want to holler at you. So this ain't nothing out of the ordinary. Because I told y'all, I got heavy motion. And sometimes his big homie will spend money with me. So I'm like, okay,
Thank y'all.
cool. I pull into the store, grab my purse, jump out the car. His homie is in an SUV parked behind the store. So we go over to the car, and my best friend opened the back door. When he opened the back door, I see his big homie in the front seat, and then I see another nigga in the back seat that's kind of like their enforcer. You feel me? So as I'm getting into the car, I see it's somebody in the front seat, but I can't really tell who it is. So I get in the car and I end up in the whole seat. So I'm in the middle. They enforcer on the left of me, my best friend on the right of me, big homie in the front seat. Y'all, guess who in the back? Guess who in the passenger seat? Y'all, my homeboy is in the passenger seat. The one that I laced up and told him to be careful and just chill is in the passenger seat, y'all. So when I see him, I instantly know something ain't right. You feel me? Like, some ain't right. So I'm like, what's happening? What's going on? So his big homie turn around and his big homie say, so what this is that you told him that we was trying to unalive him? So now I'm looking at my best friend like, what the fuck? So I look over at the enforcer that's sitting on the left of me, and this nigga got the phone on his lap. So I look at my homeboy in the front seat, and I'm scratching, man, what the fuck you talking about? I ain't told you shit. How the fuck I get in this shit? So my homeboy ain't saying nothing. He on mute. But the big homie scratching, yeah, buddy reached out to me and said that you said that we was trying to unalive him. So I instantly caught deuces. Man, I don't know what the fuck he talking about. I ain't got nothing to do with that. And I reached down in my purse and I grabbed my phone. I said, y'all niggas got me fucked up. Let me out this bitch before I unalive everybody in this bitch. What y'all trying to do to me? So now I'm hot, y'all. I'm snapping on everybody. I'm stressing, let me out this bitch. I'm low-key scared because I'm feeling like I'm finna have to unalive one of them before they unalive me. And I'm stressing to my best friend, and you a fuck nigga for bringing me up here. Fuck you mean? And my homeboy, he's sitting up there mute, and I call him puss ass nigga. And I got in my car, and I left my homeboy, my best friend, and both them other fuck niggas right up there at the goddamn store. So about 10 minutes later, my homeboy go to calling me, my best friend go to calling me. My homeboy calling me, my best friend calling me. I ain't answering the phone for nobody because I'm so motherfucking hot. Because I told you this so you could protect yourself. Not so you could throw me in the line of the fire. Because I told you this. Y'all tune in for part 5. Part 4 of when my best friend set me up to be unalive and I was shot 5 times while 18 weeks pregnant. Okay, y'all, so part 5 when my best friend set me up to be unalive and I was shot 5 times while 18 weeks pregnant. Okay, so when I leave the store that day, I'm hot. I'm scared. I'm confused. Like, I don't know what to do. So the one thing I do know to do is to call my niggas, y'all. So the first thing I do is call my baby daddy. Because he a real street nigga. And he already know the backstory of everything that's going on. Because when I left the police department that day, I kind of laced him up. So I want him around me for protection. But he don't answer the phone. He ain't fucking with me, y'all. So then I called my ex. He ain't no real street nigga. I taught him everything that he know. You feel me? But he answered the phone. So that's all that matter. So I hit him with, can we talk? I love you. I miss you. I just want us to work this out. So he pulled up on me that night and we talked. And I put this good what's her name on him, you feel me? And while he in this what's her name, I'm whispering those sweet nothings in his ear. Babe, I love you. I miss you. You know this your baby. I still don't know who baby this is, y'all. Come back home. And nigga so easy. Boom. We right back together. You feel me? Y'all, I'm just making bad decision after bad decision at this point. I don't know what the hell I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing shit. So over the next couple of days, me and my ex get locked back in. But I ain't really even tiptoeing through the city at this point. I'm chilling because I don't know what the hell going on. Now my homeboy, he done gave up getting in contact with me. But my best friend, he's still calling. He's still texting. We need to talk. He need to explain, blah, 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 blah. But I ain't really trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So where I'm from, my family own a restaurant. So my best friend pull up to my family restaurant and holler at my old girl. He telling her that he trying to get in contact with me, but he ain't been able to get me. Can she have me call him? So my mama know I'm outside. So she get worried. So she called me and she like, you okay? Such and such just left here. He say he can't get in contact with you. What's going on? So I'm like, nothing, Ma. I just been busy. You know, my mama know I'm outside, but she don't know I'm outside. Because my people ain't like that, y'all. Like, I want to make that clear. My family, they not on what I'm on. So now I'm like, damn, let me reach out to this nigga because now he get my mommy and my daddy involved. You know what I'm saying? So I call him. He's screaming, can we meet up? So I go holler at him. And we have it out, y'all. I'm screaming, you a fuck nigga. Why would you do that to me? Like, I would never do you like that. Come on, man. But he's stressing. He didn't know that was finna go down like that. He's stressing, they know how close we is. Do you really think that they would have told me that was finna happen? So this is my best friend, y'all. So after a little bit, I folded. You know what I'm saying? Bad decision after bad decision. So I'm like, okay, cool. I ain't sweating it no more because I know what I did and didn't do, even though I did. So fuck it. And we kind of like let sleeping dogs lie. So life kind of getting back to normal. Well, what you would call normal. And one day my homegirl called me and she like, hey, I'm cooking today, friend. Pull up. Everybody know I'm pregnant, so shit, I'm ready to eat. So I pull up and I'm chilling. While I'm there,
Now this is where what y'all thinking? I dropped the link. Now this is where what y'all thinking? I dropped the link. Now this is where what y'all. So I'm reading the chat from my phone, so y'all might hear an echo. But yeah, it's getting interesting. It's getting real TV. And I think that, I don't know, I'm just speculating. I think the worst move she could have did was to let that best friend back around her. Me too, girl. Let's get back into it.
my best friend called me. And he calls me for a ride. And at the last time, I'm skeptical. So I play him to the left. I'm busy. I'll call you later, see if you done did what you need to do, so forth and so on. I'm busy. A couple hours later, I'll call you back to check the temp. You still busy? Can you give me a ride? I play him to the left again. I'm going to call you when I get done. I'm going to come get you, blah, 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 blah. So this how he got me. I'm gonna call you when I get. He called me back about an hour later, and he was like, "Hey, I don't need to ride to go do that no more. But I do got a play I need to go catch, and it's a major play. If you take me to go catch it, I'll bust it down the middle with you." My greed got me, y'all. Soon as he went to stressing he was gonna bust that play down the middle with me, I'm stressing I'm on the way. Give me 5 minutes. It's already getting close to my curfew. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. And I'm gonna shoot home, and then I'm gonna pop back out later because it's a major party going on where my ex live. So I grab my stuff and I'm headed to the door. But my cousin is there. So she asked me what I'm finna go do. So I'm stressing, I'm finna go catch a play. I'm gonna come back out later on the night. So she say, can she ride with me and I take her home when I get done? So I'm like, yeah, cool, come on, let's do it. So I go pick my best friend up. He hop in the back seat. We ride. He don't really say too much while we in the car. But I figure he know or he think that it's still, a little bit of tension. So we ain't really chopping it up like we usually chop it up. He just kind of telling me where I need to go. So when we get where I need to go, I miss my turn. I go down to the store, I turn around, and I come back. When I pull in, it's some trees and like some bushes on the left. It ain't really lit up. We in a trailer park. So all the lights and stuff is kind of down by the trailer and kind of leading up to the trailer. You feel me? So when I pull in and I park, and it's a group of people up by the passenger side of my car. My best friend get out and he go inside the trailer. So while I'm sitting there, it's a girl standing up there. And I hear her say, "Who is that?" So I think she's talking about me. So I go to let my window down to tell her, don't worry about who the fuck this is. I told y'all, I don't give a fuck. And as I'm letting my window down to tell her, don't worry about who the fuck this is, she kind of looked past my car like, and she say, "Who the fuck is that?" So that makes me look that way too. So when I look that way, I see somebody walking through the bushes. So at first, I ain't thinking nothing of it. It's a baser area. So I'm thinking that it's a baser walking up through the bushes. But as he gets closer, I see that it's the enforcer, y'all. And as he get closer, he ain't got on no mask. But I see him up in the fire like this. So in my mind, I'm like, fuck. Next thing you know, bah, 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 bah. I'm in that bitch panicking, going crazy. We just screaming, me and my cousin. Ah, 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 ah. So when the shooting stopped, I'm slumped over my cousin's seat like this. So I'm sitting there and I hear this nigga jiggling my door handle, y'all, jiggling my door handle. So I sit up. And when I sit up, I guess he see me sit up. So he bah, 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 again. So I throw that bitch in reverse. I try to run that nigga over getting up out of there. I'm on 2 wheels, y'all. Like, I can't believe that just happened. So I drive down the road a little bit. I pull over. I'm like, "Cuz, you hit?" She say, "Nah, cuz, I'm straight." I'm stressing, "Cuz, I'm hit. I'm finna die." And then, y'all, come back for part 6. Okay, y'all, so part 5, when my best friend set me up to be unalive, and I was shot 5 times while 18 weeks pregnant. Okay, so when I leave the store that day, I'm hot. I'm scared. I'm confused. Like, I don't know what to do. So the one thing I do know to do is to call my niggas, y'all. So the first thing I do is call my baby daddy. Because he a real street nigga. And he already know the backstory of everything that's going on. Because when I left the police department that day, I kind of laced him up. So I want him around me for protection. But he don't answer the phone. He ain't fucking with me, y'all. So then I call my ex.
Now this shit is crazy. he he got me up on my seat like, what? What did I just hear? Did she? So he got her to go make a play with him, the best friend, came back around, and they probably was telling him, if you don't do this, we're going to kill you. So he brings his ass back around her knowing she pregnant. Now that is crazy. Do y'all need to recoup from that, or y'all want to keep going? He set her up twice. He set her up twice. That is insane. Oh my goodness, this is so good. All right, let's get back into it. Because this don't make no damn sense.
Part 6, when my best friend set me up to be unalived and I was shot 5 times while 18 weeks pregnant. So something that I'll never forget is the smell of my flesh burning from the bullet holes mixed with the smell of my blood. So I'm overcome by this smell, and I got a cramping pain in my chest, y'all. So I know I'm shot in my chest. So my cousin stressing, you straight, cuz? Where you hit at? I was like, I don't know, cuz, but I'm hit and I can't drive no more. So she said, come on, switch seats with me. So we switched seats, and I'm stressing, cuz, just get me to the hospital, please. Just don't let me die in the car. Give them a chance to save me. Just don't let me die in this car, cuz, please. So she hit it. Boom, we out of there. So the first thing I do is go to assessing my injuries, because I used to be in nursing school before I caught my first charge. So I already know that I'm shot in my chest, but I got a terrible pain in my left leg. So when I look down, I notice I'm shot twice in my left leg. And one of the bullet holes is maybe a 1/2 inch to 1 inch from my femoral artery. So I go to filling up my leg and stuff like that, and I realize that I'm shot again, like kind of in my hip butt area. So I lean back on my seat, and when I lean back, I get a shooting pain in my back. So I'm shot in my back too, y'all. So now I realize that I'm shot 5 times, y'all. I'm scared. I don't want to die. I'm saying, Lord, please don't let me die. Please don't let me die. Like, I got a 5-year-old son. I'm pregnant. My family need me. Like, please don't let me go out like this. So I go to talking to myself. Bitch, get it together. You got to save yourself. Come on, tighten up. Pull it together. You got to save yourself. So the first thing I do is I calm myself. You got to stay calm, bitch. Because the more excited and the more your heart pump, the more your blood is going to pump. And you Swiss cheese right now, mama. So the more this blood pump, the more it's going to pump out of your body. So just relax. So I turned into MacGyver, y'all. I snatched my purse up. I had a strap on my purse. I snatched the strap off my purse and I made a tourniquet. I tied it around my leg as tight as it would go to cut off the circulation in my leg so the blood wouldn't pump out of the bullet holes that was in my leg. So I snatched my shirt off. I go to ripping my shirt in half, y'all. I balled that bitch up as tight as it'll go, and I stuffed it down into the bullet hole that was in my back as far as it would go. I was in agonizing pain, y'all. I never felt a pain like this before in my life. I always kept a towel in my car. So I rolled the towel up and I put it up under like my butt area to try to stop the bleeding in my hip ass area. So I take what's left of my shirt and I go to wrapping that bitch and balling it up, and I stuffed it down to the hole in the hole that was in my chest. And I got all these makeshift bandages, but it just don't seem like the blood is slowing down at all. It's just coming from everywhere, y'all. So at this point, I'm trying to think fast. You know what I'm saying? So I leaned back on my seat hard as I could, and I leaned over I'm on my side like this, trying to put pressure on all of my wounds. So I take my leg and I put it up on my dashboard like this. And now I'm pushing as hard as I can on my dashboard to push my body up against my seat to try to slow down some of the bleeding. So at this point, I'm crying. My cousin crying. She just screaming, hold on, cuz, I'm going to get you there. I'm going to get you there. When I tell y'all she drove that bitch like a NASCAR driver, y'all, we ran every red light. She drove on the wrong side of the road. We hopped curbs. Baby, we was like 15 minutes from the hospital, and I swear she got me there in like 7 minutes, y'all. So now I'm thinking like, damn, I need to call somebody. So I go to looking for my phone. So I find my phone and I pick up my phone, and the first phone call I make, y'all, is to my mama. Because I want to call my mama and I want to tell my mama that I love her one last time. And I want to tell my son that I love him one last time. And no matter what anybody say about your mama, you go on and you live the best life that you can. Because I'm going to be watching you and I'm going to be praying over you for the rest of your life. But y'all, my mama didn't answer the phone. I picked it up. I called again. She didn't answer the phone. So now I'm broken because I'm never going to be able to get to say goodbye to these people that mean so much to me. So then I called my ex. He answered the phone and I'm stressing. I'm shot. I'm hit. I think I'm finna die. Get to the hospital. Try to call my mama, please. And I hang up the phone because now I got to worry about saving myself, y'all. I got to get back into survival mode. So we driving and I see the lights for the hospital. I'm like, okay,
Wow.
we here. So when we pull up, I open the car door to get out. And when I step out the car door, I instantly go to collapsing. My cousin come and she scooped me up off the ground. I don't know where she got the strength from, but baby scooped me up and carried me inside the people hospital screaming, somebody help, somebody help. She been shot. Somebody help. She been shot. So the nurses rush over. They grab me and they take me in the back. They take me into a room and they go to assessing me. And I go to saying, I'm pregnant. So when I tell them that I'm pregnant, they instantly start working on me and go to assessing the baby. They go to saying they got to make sure the baby is okay first. And I'm screaming to them, save me. If I die, the baby dies. 1 + 1 = 2. Come on. So now they go assessing me, putting me through different machines, sticking me with IVs and stuff like that. And then they go to cutting off my shoes and stuff. And I'm stressing to the lady, those new shoes, don't cut them off, just take them off. Y'all think about all the wrong things at the wrong moments, y'all. So I'm screaming, I'm crying, I'm stressing, put me to sleep. It hurts so bad, put me to sleep. So they go to getting me assessed and stuff like that. And they finna roll me through this hallway. And I'll never forget it. It was a black nurse. She said, listen, she kind of shook me up a little bit. She said, pull yourself together. We finna roll you through this hallway, and there's some people out there. And your mama, your daddy, and you don't want them to see you like this. So when I heard my mom and my daddy was there, y'all, I can't even explain the feeling that I felt inside of me. Like, thank you, God. Thank you, God, I get to see my people one last time before I roll through this, before I leave this earth. So they rolled me through the hallway. My mama, my daddy, my sister Tamaria, and my brother JR was there. And when I seen them, y'all, I just started bawling. All I kept saying was, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. And all of them just kept saying, what you sorry for? What you sorry for? We love you. We love you. I just kept saying, I love you. I love you. I love you. Please take care of my son. Please take care of my son. And at the end of the hallway, when we get to the end of the hallway, there's an officer there. So he says, hey, can you tell us what happened? So I was like, I got shot. I got shot. So he was like, well, who were you with? So I said, I was with my cousin and I was with my best friend. And they rolled me through the hallway. So when we get in the back, they go to putting all the stuff on me, getting ready to put me to sleep. So once I realized that they're going to put me to sleep, now I'm stressing. Please don't put me to sleep. Please don't put me to sleep. I might not wake up. Just do the surgery like this. Just do the surgery like this. And that same black nurse was right there holding my hand. And she said, it's okay, baby. I'm right here. And I'm going to be right here when you wake up. I'm going to be right here. I promise. And y'all already know what I'm finna say. Tune in for part 7. Part 6, when my best friend set me up to be unalived and I was shot 5 times while 18 weeks pregnant. So something that I'll never forget is the smell of my flesh burning from the bullet holes mixed with, I gotta give.
Part 7, when I was set up by my best friend to be unalived and shot 5 times while 18 weeks pregnant. So I'm on the operating table. They done pumped me full of that good shit, y'all. And within seconds, I'm asleep. I'm knocked out. Meanwhile, outside, the hospital on swole, y'all. I'm talking about church on New Year's Eve swole. And if you've never been to church on New Year's Eve, first Friday at the club swole. And they got my family in a separate waiting area. But because nobody knows what happened to me, they just know that I was gunned down. You had to have a special code in order to get into this waiting area with my family. So now my family in this waiting area and they going through it. My sisters and brothers crying, my daddy boo-hoo crying, my mama pacing, she praying, she on her hands and knees, begging the Lord, just spare my baby life and take mine instead. So by this time, they get a call and my best friend has arrived and they want to know if it's okay for them to give him the code and send him up. So without hesitation, y'all, my mama said, yes, give him the code, send him up, because that's my best friend. And when he come in the room, my mama instantly hug him. He crying, she crying. She just asking him like, what happened? Did you see anything? Where were you at? Like, she want to know some details because at this point, nobody knows anything except that I was with him and my cousin. So y'all, this child of God told my people that he didn't know what happened. He didn't see what happened. All he know is that when he went inside the trailer, he heard the shots. And when he came back outside, I was gone. And while he over there talking to my mama, my daddy pulled my little sister to the side and he tell her, listen, he did this to my baby. He know what happened. I don't know why, but in my heart, I know he know what happened and I know he did it. So I'm in surgery for hours, y'all. And the surgeon come out to give my family their first update. So she tells my family that, right now we're doing everything that we can to save her life. The situation is serious and she is critical. We can't make you any promises and we don't know if we would be able to save her. But if we do save her, we don't think that we would be able to save the baby. And if we save her, we don't know what her quality of life would be. So they let my family know that I'm going to need a health proxy because over the next couple of days, some important decisions are going to have to be made. And my mama and my daddy, they both stressing that they just can't do it. They couldn't make them type of decisions. So my little sister stepped up and she said, I'll do it. I got her. So the doctor go back into surgery and my family's still outside waiting. While they waiting, my sister goes around and she kind of tell everybody in my family, listen, daddy think that this nigga had something to do with it. So y'all pay attention to him, okay? And my best friend, he acting kind of weird because when he off by himself, he cool, he chilling. But anytime anybody say anything to him, this nigga go to Keith Sweat, Johnny Gill, snot nose, crocodile, tear crying, y'all. I'm talking about putting on in that bitch for my people. So the doctor's fighting for my life. I'm fighting for my life. My family praying for my life. And this fuck nigga ain't here putting on. So after a couple hours passed, the doctor come out and she let my family know, hey, we've done everything that we could do for her up until this point. It's really up to her whether she makes it through the night. So I'm out of surgery, but they couldn't close me up because my body wasn't strong enough to finish some of the surgeries that they had to do. So they put me in an isolation room where nobody could come inside because my stomach was still open. They let my family know, hey, you guys can go home for the night. There's nothing else that we can do here. But my mama and daddy stressing, we ain't leaving. We stand. But my little sister, she leaves. And when she leaves, she don't go home. She goes straight to the police department. So when she goes to the police department, she lets them know, hey, listen, my sister best friend was involved. You guys need to look into them. And then that's when the police began investigating my best friend. So over the next couple of days, I end up having 2 more surgeries. And when I'm finished with these surgeries, I end up on a ventilator because my lungs had collapsed. So now, every day, they're trying to wean me off this ventilator. But every time they try to take me off the ventilator, I'm not breathing on my own. So after a couple of days, they go to my family and they like, hey, listen, it's about time to make one of those tough decisions that we were talking about, because we trying to take her off this ventilator and she's not breathing on her own and she can't stay on this ventilator forever. So maybe it's time for you guys to start making some type of arrangements. And my little sister is like, hell no, we ain't doing that. We gonna give her some time to fight. Her life ain't over yet. So while all this is going on, the police have started their investigation into my friend. So now they have obtained a search warrant for my best friend's home. And when they go to serve the search warrant on my best friend's home, they find all type of shit in his house, y'all. None of it was related to my shooting, but all of it was illegal. So Buddy got booked that day. He was on his way to the county. So now my best friend is booked and everybody's shocked. But my family is still focused on my survival. So it come a time where they like, okay, we need to take her off this ventilator. We've given her some time and you guys need to make a decision. So my mama, my sister, and my daddy sit down and they decide that they're going to take me off the ventilator. And if I make it, I make it. But if I don't, then that's all God's plan. So the day that they take me off the ventilator, it's my mama, my daddy, my sisters, my brother, and my godmama in the room. So they take the tube out my throat, y'all. And when they take the tube out my throat, I go to gasping for air, like gasping. I'm pulling at the tubes, like I'm in that bitch acting crazy. So they had to sedate me. So over the next couple of days, I'm heavily sedated, y'all, because every time I come up out this sedation, I'm acting a fool. But while I'm heavily sedated, I keep asking for like pen and paper. I'm doing like this. And when they give me the pen and paper, I keep scribbling my homeboy name and the enforcer's name the best that I can on these papers. So my sister take these papers and she take them to the police department. And she's stressing, I don't know who this is, the enforcer, but you guys need to start looking into him too. So they start an investigation on the enforcer. So now because of my scribblings, the police are requesting that the hospital come down off the sedation because they need to talk to me. Because y'all, they was pumping me full of that good shit. I was loopy. I don't remember much of that time when I was on the sedation, but I remember bits and pieces. But I was totally out of it, y'all. So when I start to come up out the sedation, I can barely talk because I've had this tube in my throat for like a week or so now. But it's me, my mama, my daddy, and my sister in the room. And one of the first questions I have when I become coherent is, did my baby make it? And they was like, yeah, your baby made it. So I'm crying at this point. I'm crying. I'm thanking God. But y'all, while I'm sitting there, I'm realizing my body feels so weird. Like, what's wrong? I can't feel my legs, y'all. Like, I totally can't feel my left leg at all. But my right leg, it's like tingling, like it's sleep. Y'all, I'm paralyzed in my left leg. I can't feel nothing at all. And I'm going to cut it right there. And y'all got to come back for part 9. And this was a 10-minute video, guys. So part 7, when I was set up by my best friend to be unalived and shot 5 times while 18 weeks pregnant. So I'm on the operating table. They done pumped me full of that good shit, y'all. And within seconds, I'm sleeping. Part 8, when my best friend set me up to be unalived and I was shot 5 times while 18 weeks pregnant. Okay, y'all, so I want to explain something that I did not touch on in part 7. My cousin had absolutely no idea what had been going on over the last couple of weeks between my best friend, me, and my homeboy. The only thing she knew was that she was going with me to catch a play. She didn't know that it was the best friend's play or anything like that. And when we got to the hospital, the police took her and took her for questioning. So when my family reached the hospital, they did not see her at first. The first person that they saw was my best friend. That's why they had so many questions for him. And when they finished questioning my cousin, she was allowed to go in with my family. And that is when they questioned my best friend. But he told them the same thing he told my family. He went inside the trailer, he heard the shots, and when he came outside, I was gone. So I'm laying there, I'm crying. I just found out that I'm paralyzed. And I'm just boohoo crying. And my mama is like, girl, hush, you alive. That's all that matter. I'd rather you be in a chair than me have to come visit you at your gravesite every day. And I'm telling her, like, Ma, I am happy that I'm alive, but I'm paralyzed. Like, what I'm going to do without my legs? Like, how am I going to take care of my children? Like, I live a carefree lifestyle. Like, I can't be confined to a chair. So my parents and my sister, they trying to comfort me, and I'm getting worked up. So I'm like, can I get some water? Can somebody give me some water? Because I ain't had nothing to drink since before I got shot or to eat. I'm hungry. So the nurse that's in the room tell me that I can't have anything to eat or drink. So my first mind goes to, okay, I'm NPO. So I'm like, well, what procedure do I have to have now? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's next? So she tells me that I can't have anything to drink or eat because my esophagus was bust during the shooting. One of the bullets bust my esophagus, and I have a feeding tube in my side. So I'm like, a feeding tube? Like, anybody know me know I love food. So now I can't eat either. So like I just start crying even more. So I'm like, what else is wrong with me? Like, just tell me what's going on. So the nurse go to running down all my injuries. I'm paralyzed. I can't eat or drink through my mouth. I got a feeding tube. I lost my spleen. I had damage to my liver. I had half of my stomach taken. And then she says that I lost a portion of my small intestine and my large intestine. So when she tell me that I done lost pieces of my intestines, I instantly go to flipping out. I'm like, so I got a shit bag? Like, I got to walk around with a shit bag in my purse for the rest of my life? And I don't know why she thought that that was a kiki laugh moment, but baby giggled. And she was like, no, you don't have a colostomy bag. You only lost portions of it. You're still able to function that way normally. Because, baby, I was flipping out. Like, what I supposed to have? My lip gloss, my chapstick, and a shit bag in my purse for the rest of my life? It's already bad enough that I'm in this chair. So the nurse tell my family that she think it's best that they go home and let me rest for the night. So over that night, y'all, I'm stewing. I have experienced every emotion you can think of. I'm angry, I'm sad, I'm happy, I'm joyful, I'm depressed. Like, I'm just all over the place. I couldn't sleep. So the next morning, it's maybe about 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, and I get a knock on the door. I'm thinking that it's the doctors and the nurses and stuff like that coming in to, give me my medicines or flip me or anything like that because I can't move. Y'all, why the black nurse come walking through the door? I seen that lady, y'all, and I was so happy to see that lady. Like, my smile on my face got so big. And she was like, hey, baby, how you doing? And my smile turned into tears. I just started boohoo crying. I was like, I'm paralyzed. I'm paralyzed. I can't eat. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm just boohoo crying, y'all. And of course, she got me together real quick. She was stressing. Stop all that crying. What you crying for? So I was like, I'm paralyzed. Like, what I'm supposed to do? So she was like, well, do you want to walk again? And I was like, yes, of course I want to walk again. And she was like, well, you walk again. And I was like, but I'm paralyzed. And she was like, after what you just survived, how could you believe that anything was impossible? And so I was like, but the doctor said that I'm paralyzed. And she said, baby, that's a doctor. That ain't God. So she was able to calm me down, y'all. And we talked for about 15, 20 minutes. And, she explained to me that she had been coming by checking on me before, after her shift. She had her church praying for me, and that she was just so happy that I had survived. So she ended up leaving. And a couple hours later, the police came to see me. So when the police came, it was 2 detectives and a uniformed officer. So they asking me like, all the questions. Do I know who shot me? What happened? Do I know why they shot me? And, I'm trying to figure out in my mind, like, what all I want to tell these people, because I don't want to incriminate myself. I don't want to go to jail. And I also am thinking about when I get out of this bed and when I get out this chair and when I can walk again, what I'm going to do. But in my mind, I got to think about all the pain that I done caused myself, all the pain that I done caused my family, like where I'm at in life right now because of the choices that I done made over the last couple of months. And I said, fuck it. And I told them everything, y'all. Like, I didn't leave nothing out. You feel me? So when it come time for me to identify the shooter, they pull out some pictures. So they asked me, do I see the person that shot me? And I see the enforcer right now. So I point him out. Yeah, that guy right now. That's who shot me. So that's when they proceed to tell me that the enforcer had got arrested earlier that afternoon. So after my sister had took these scribblings down to the police department and they began their investigation on the enforcer, they started to piece the puzzle together. And one of the ways they began to piece the puzzle together is they checked all of our phone records and they checked where our phones were pinging. And at the time of my shooting, my phone, the enforcer's phone, and my best friend's phone all pinged off the same tower that was there at that house. They also checked the phone records and they saw calls from my best friend to the enforcer, my best friend to me, my best friend to an unknown number, and from the enforcer to the unknown number. So they had these phone records that were kind of painting a picture of who was calling who right before I was shot, right after I shot, and where everybody was when those phone calls were being made. And the way they ended up arresting the enforcer is that my best friend was in jail. The enforcer had made a visitation for my best friend. So when he got to the visitation to see him, they arrested him at visitation. So they also explained to me that they felt like some more people were involved because of the unknown number that they had on the phone records. So they were going to leave this uniformed police officer there with me just in case anything happened. They also placed a uniformed police officer at my family's home and at my family's restaurant, just in case, until they had everybody in custody that was involved with the shooting. So later on that night, my sister came to see me. So I asked her, can I use her phone? Because I want to call my ex. Because I want to know, like, why he ain't been out there to see me. Like, I want to talk to him. Like, this my nigga at the time. So she tell me that, no, I can't use her phone to call him. She banned him from the hospital. That's why he ain't been up there. So now I'm confused. Like, why would you ban my nigga from the hospital? Like, what's going on? So that's when she tell me that since I've been shot, my ex has been in the club, hanging out, partying like I wasn't in here fighting for my life. She also tells me that after I got shot, he came to my family and told them that they needed to give him my money and all my work because I would want him to have it. But my little sister ain't no fool. She ain't going for that. And after I had got shot, she had already went to my house and cleared out everything that night when she left the police department. And tune in again. Part 9 dropping soon. Part 8, when my best friend set me up to be unalived and I was shot 5 times while 18 weeks pregnant. Okay, y'all, so I want to explain something that I did not touch on in part 7. My cousin had absolutely no idea what had been going on over the last couple of weeks between my best friend, me, and my homeboy. The only thing she knew was that she was going with me to catch a play. She didn't. That's part 9 of when my best friend set me up to be unalived and I was shot 5 times while 18 weeks pregnant. So a couple days go by and the police come back and pay me a visit again. They want to talk to me about the unknown number that's on the call log. So they have pretty much established that the unknown number belongs to the big homie. Y'all remember he was sitting in the front seat the day that they put me in the whole seat and my homeboy was in the car. But when they go and talk to my best friend and the enforcer, neither one of them will tell them that that is who the number belongs to. And when they did the research with the number was nowhere near the trailer at the time of my shooting. So because all of this, they cannot connect him to my shooting and they cannot make an arrest. So he just roaming around free, y'all. So they just want to make me aware that they're doing everything that they can to connect this other person to my shooting. But until they get some more evidence, they won't be able to make an arrest. So after talking with the detectives over the next couple of days, I end up having an ultrasound. And that's when I find out that I'm having a girl. So when one of my homegirls come to see me, I ask her, can I use her phone? So I reach out to my ex because I done told him that this is his baby. So I reach out to him to tell him that I'm having a girl. But we end up getting into a big argument, y'all, about all the things that he had been doing while I was in the hospital. So when my little sister and my parents find out that I done reached out to my ex and we done got into such a big argument, they stop everybody from coming to see me because at this point, they don't trust anybody. So the doctors end up coming to me and they're like, hey, we have a new drug that's on the market, gabapentin, and we would like to give you this drug because we feel like it would help you with the paralysis in your legs. So I'm like, hell yeah, give me anything. I don't care what it is. Give me anything as long as I can walk again, y'all. So I start on the medication, and after maybe like a week or so, I start getting the feeling back in my right leg. It don't feel as sleep anymore. But my left leg is still dead, y'all. I can't really feel anything. So around Thanksgiving time, the hospital that I was in originally felt like I was well enough to go home. So I end up going home maybe about 3 days after Thanksgiving. And I wasn't home 24 hours, y'all, before I ended up collapsing and I had to be rushed back. But I end up at Tampa General Hospital in Tampa now. So now I'm back in the hospital. And I ended up being in the hospital for 4 months, from October to February. And while I was in the hospital, because I was on so many different medications, I ended up getting C. diff. And with C. diff, it affects your bowels. You can't really use the bathroom. I felt like I was constipated all the time and I couldn't get nothing out. So one day they end up giving me a laxative. So a little while after they gave me this laxative, I started getting real bad cramps and pain in my stomach. So I keep calling the nurse, telling the nurse, hey, I think I'm in labor. And she keep telling me, you're not in labor. That's just the laxative working. You got a lot of buildup. And when it passed through you, it's going to hurt. So I'm laying there and I'm in pain for hours. Like I'm going through it, y'all. I can't get up out this bed and I'm in so much pain. So later on that night, my sister come to see me and I'm telling her like, hey, I feel like I'm in labor. I done called the nurse in here 3, 4, 5 times and she not listening to me. And when I told my sister that, y'all, she showed her natural ass. When I tell you she cussed that nurse out so good, baby, she cussed her and called her everything but the child of God. So that made them bring a labor and delivery nurse in and they checked me. And y'all, I had been in labor for hours. I was already dilated. So now they go to panicking. They go to calling labor delivery, getting doctors on the line. Somebody got to come down here and get me and check me because I am about 4 months early from giving birth. And when they get me in the back and they check me, the umbilical cord is wrapped around my daughter's throat and she's not getting any oxygen. So now they have to rush me into emergency surgery. And because I had been cut up and down for my injuries, I could not have a traditional C-section. I had to be cut straight up and down in order for them to get the baby out of me. So they end up doing the surgery and taking my baby out. But when they went in to do the surgery and take her out, they saw that more of my large intestine was damaged. So they had to remove more of my large intestine. I had to have a surgery. So I ended up in recovery after I had my baby, and I could not see her. So it was maybe about a week or so before I got to see my baby. So they put me in the wheelchair and they rolled me down to see her. And when they rolled me in the room, y'all, I'm overcome with so much emotion because my baby was so small, like she could fit in the palm of my hand. So while I'm looking at her, I'm checking her out. I'm like, okay, she got 10 toes. And when I get to her hands, my baby got 12 fingers, y'all. She got an extra digit on each hand. And when I seen the extra digit, y'all, I knew who baby that was because my son was born with 12 fingers and my baby daddy was born with 12 fingers. So y'all, the baby ended up being my baby daddy's baby. So after I had my baby, they were able to start me on certain medications that I could not take while I was pregnant. And because I was taking these medications, I could not breastfeed my baby. And we are a breastfeeding family. But y'all, my little sister saved the day.
Yes,
And while I was in the hospital and all this was going on, my little sister was pregnant too, y'all. And she had just had her baby. So she started pumping extra milk and she breastfed my baby. So now maybe about 2 weeks go by. My sister, she pumping every day, sending her milk to the hospital. I'm rolling down there every day seeing my baby. My mama and daddy coming to the hospital every day to see me. And on February 17th, y'all, they finally released me from the hospital. So I was in the hospital from October 30th to February 17th. My baby ended up having to stay in the NICU for about 3 months after I had her. So when I first get home, y'all, I'm so happy. Like things, they finally making a turn for the better. My baby's doing good. I'm doing good. But all that was short-lived, y'all. Maybe a week or so after I get home from the hospital, my family sit me down and they explained to me that while I was in the hospital, my mother has found out that she has cancer. So over the course of the next year, my daughter has been released from the hospital and my mama fighting her cancer. So I'm rehabbing like crazy, y'all. I gotta get out of this chair. So now I'm up and I'm walking and I'm moving around. And my mama, she's so weak and fragile from fighting this cancer that she can't work.
This is crazy.
So our family business is struggling. So in my mind, the only thing I know to do is get back outside with the movers and the shakers, y'all. Because I got to provide. So I go to one of my homeboys and I let him know, hey, I got to get back on. Tie me up. So he give me what I need and I'm back outside with it, y'all. But word get around that I'm back outside. And if y'all remember, they never made an arrest on Big Homie. So now he outside and I'm outside. So stay tuned for part 10. Part 9 of when my best friend set me up to be unalived and I was shot 5 times while 18 weeks pregnant. So a couple days go by and the police come back and pay me a visit again. Part 10, when my best friend set me up to be unalived and I was shot 5 times while 18 weeks pregnant. So now I'm back outside and I'm getting to the money. But while I'm outside, we are awaiting the trial. So I got to be very careful not to catch no charges or to do nothing crazy because the defense going to use that against me. And y'all, these niggas got bold, y'all. They started sending people at me to keep me from testifying. And it was never the big homie or the enforcer themselves. it was always people that I knew, y'all. First, it started with phone calls. Like I got a phone call from one of my homeboys that was in jail one day, and he's stressing, I need to holler at you. So I'm like, yeah, what's up? What's going on? So he's stressing, hey, I'm in here with the enforcer, and he just wants you to know that he not the one that shot you. So my first question to him is, why the fuck is you calling me with this? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I saw who shot me. How you gonna tell me that this man didn't shoot me when I saw who shot me? So another time, I'm in the hood playing cards one day, and one of my plays pull up on me. And when he pull up on me, I go get in the car to handle some business. So when I get in the car, he go to stressing, listen, I ain't trying to be in the middle of nothing, but the enforcer wanted me to let you know that he ain't the one that shot you. So now I'm getting blowed. Like, what the fuck going on? So when the phone calls and the running down on me didn't work, they started shooting money at me, y'all. A couple of his relatives reached out to me, and the first time they offered me $5,000. Then they offered me $10,000. Then they offered me $15,000 for me not to testify. So one day I'm going to get some work. So I go to my plug house. I pull up, I get out, and I go in through the garage. And when I go through the garage, he let the garage down on me, and we chopping it up as usual. And the next thing I know, the door open. And when I look up, the enforcer's nephew is walking through the door. So I'm looking like, what the fuck? I instantly go to reaching down in my purse, because everybody know I keep that thing on me. So the first thing he go to stressing is, Red, I ain't here to do nothing to you. Me and you all right. Because me and him have always been all right. So I'm like, well, what the fuck you doing here then? What's up? Like, what is this? So he want to know what it's going to take, how much it's going to cost for me not to get on the stand. So now I'm looking at this nigga stupid. I'm looking at both of them stupid. Because what the fuck? Like I told him, why the fuck would I not get on the stand? Y'all don't seem to understand that I saw who shot me. I know who shot me. My child is disabled because he shot me. He almost took my life. There is no amount of money in the world that is going to keep me from getting on that stand. So when I leave there that day, I'm blowed. I'm telling myself, you got to slow down a little bit. You got to take a step back. So I go to my baby daddy, because I done already let him know that this is his baby. And I'm stressing, listen, I got to chill. These niggas keep shooting at me. They keep sending people towards me. I got to lay low. So I need your help. I can't hustle like I've been hustling. So my baby daddy helping me out, and things is all cool at first. But one day, me and him get into an argument. I can't even remember what the argument about, y'all. It was so small, but it turned into something so big. And y'all, this nigga fucked around and said, if you keep talking, I'm going to tell them niggas where the fuck you stay at. What? Oh, fuck, nigga, I can't trust you neither. So y'all, now I'm blowed. My head spinning. I don't know who to trust. You know what I'm saying? But all I know is my mama is getting sicker. She's losing her battle with cancer. And I got to get me some money. So me and these bad decisions, y'all. So I know I can't really get money in my hood like I normally be getting money. And I can't trust my baby daddy no more. So I got to get back outside. And that caused me to go to getting money in places that I ain't got no business getting money in. And y'all, I fucked around and caught a charge. I went to jail. So while I'm in jail, the state attorney come to see me. And she hot. She giving it to my ass, y'all. She stressing, don't you know they're going to use all this against you? So she telling me when I get out of jail that I got to chill. I can't get back in no more trouble. I got to stay out the streets. But I really ain't trying to hear none of that, y'all. My baby disabled. My mama dying. I can barely walk. I can barely eat. I can't trust nobody around me. And I'm going broke. Like, what do you want me to do? So when I got out of jail, y'all, I went right back to my block. I'm in crash out mode now. Ain't nobody telling me what I can do. Ain't nobody finna run me off my block. I'm through the city with it. every fucking day. So one day, I'm riding through the city, and I keep checking my rear view, and I feel like this car following me. So I hit a couple turns. The car hit a couple turns too. I hit a couple more turns. Car hit a couple more turns too. So I'm like, damn, is this car following me? So I hit it. Boom. I'm sliding. I look back and the car's still behind me. So I head straight to my cousin's house. I jump out the car. I go around the front of the car and I get on the side of the car. And I kind of lean down a little bit. And when the car come passing by, I stand up and I look inside the car and it's the big homie in the fucking car. This nigga following me. So maybe like 2-3 weeks go by. I'm like real cautious now. I'm in my rear view every day. Like I'm really paying attention to what's going on around me. And my homegirl hit me up one day and she like, hey, can you give me a ride to the jail? I need to go see my baby daddy. So I'm like, yeah, cool. I got you. So while we on our way to the jail to see her baby daddy, something inside me say, go see that fuck nigga. So I made a visitation to go see my best friend. And I go in and I sit down and it's a virtual visitation, like on a computer screen. So I'm sitting there like 5-10 minutes. Like he took forever to come to the screen. I know he was kind of like surprised or maybe shook. Like, damn, what the fuck she doing here? So when he finally come in and he sit down, the first thing I say to him is, you got something you want to say to me? And the first thing that nigga say is, I'm sorry. So I'm stressing. What the fuck you mean you sorry? Like I could have died. Like what the fuck is wrong with you? How could you let something like that happen to me? So he on some, I didn't know it was finna happen. The same thing he was stressing about me being in the backseat of that car. I didn't know it was finna happen. I didn't know till after the fact. I would never do anything like that to you. So this time I'm calling bullshit. Fuck nigga, you a liar. You a bitch ass nigga. I'm spazzing. Like I'm going off. Like I'm so angry, y'all. I just let every bit of emotion that I had been feeling since I got shot, I just laid it all out right there in front of him. Like I went the fuck off. So I leave visitation. I feel a little better. But shit still fucked up for me, y'all. And a couple of weeks later, I'm through the city and I pull over at the racetrack. And when I pull over at the racetrack, I'm pumping my gas. And while I'm pumping my gas, I look towards the door of the racetrack. And it's the same car that had been following me a couple weeks before. But while I'm looking, the big homie get out of his car. So then he get out of the car and he walk to the back of his car and he go to leaning on the car like this. So I go to leaning on my car like this. So he looking at me, I'm looking at him. And I'm like, what's up? What we gonna do? And y'all, this nigga laughed, got in his car, and drove off. So when I left the store that day, I said, something gotta give. I gotta make a change. I got too much at stake here, and shit is getting ugly. So I left the streets, I got a job, and I enrolled in school. And now I'm out the way. So now I'm out the way, I'm doing good, I'm sticking to the script. And then the next thing I know, my world come crashing down, y'all. I'm on my way to school and I get a phone call and my mama done died. And y'all gotta come back for part 11. Part 10, where my best friend set me up to be unalive and I was shot 5 times while 18 weeks pregnant. So now you're so
Even though this season, you gotta feel me.
You so pretty, my baby. I'm trying to get with you, my baby. You ain't gotta say
part 10, where my best friend set
I'm trying to get with you, my baby. You ain't gotta say
Even though this season, you gotta feel me. Even though this season, you gotta feel me. Even though this season,
you so pretty.
But she looks cute, guys. She all cute.
You ain't gotta say a word.
Part 10, where my baby.
Yo, so this thing did get good. We caught up, guys. We are all caught up. So tonight, I don't want to do it in small increments. Like I want to let it pile up. So I don't know if I'm gonna come back when part 11 come out because I want 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 because I know this is gonna get crazy. I know this is gonna get crazy. How y'all feel about this story? This story should be 50 Cent. 50 Cent should get this story. And put the thing in the chat so y'all can come up here. No, what is that? 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 No, I wouldn't. You can't trust nobody nowadays. That is so scary. It should have made a movie. It really should have been a freaking movie. Finna stop sharing that. We that should be a movie. Like, why not? She did good. Like, she gangster. She for sure gangster. I don't really want this thing up here. She is for sure gangster, guys. And that's insane. Like gangster. I like the cozy late night after hours. So I'm think I'm gonna continue to do that. That's why I say to myself, baby, you sure can't trust nobody. You can't. You cannot. This is insane. But I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. So let's just play I guess we got some You Can't Break Up music. Like let's see we got something that we could throw in here not too loud. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna add like a little playlist here when we doing stuff. Big shout out to the chat. Hey, what's up, Energy? Big shout out to the chat for sitting in with me. We all caught up. Yep, we're all caught up.
It's about damn time. It's about time you watched it.
Yeah.
I ain't staying up here. I just woke up and I just
We
strolled
need
away.
chapter my son said 11 ain't come out yet.
It ain't come out yet. She was supposed to do it yesterday.
Yeah, so I think I will let that pile up too. I don't think I want to watch One Piece, One Piece, One Piece. Like even when I watch my like if I watch like a series, I'll miss a couple of weeks so I could binge watch. Just so I could binge watch. I don't want to see One Piece at a time. I want
Well, I'll be watching it because she said they messing with her TikTok. So
more. They messing with her.
that's
Very
what,
interesting.
so you gotta watch it because her TikTok could be going. You don't know.
I really need her to go ahead and make her a daggone movie.
Yeah, she said she said
You can watch it. Krishan
she got her
Fleming is enough for
people
me.
trying to
Trust
reach
me.
out. They've been trying to reach out to 50 Cent.
Yes, but you know what though? Yeah, that right there made me look at people like, wow, that's insane.
Yeah, you can't.
That's insane. Especially when you're in them streets.
Yeah, I was about to say, but you also gotta look at where she was, what she was doing. She was in the
Shit,
streets.
I believe
You in
like
the
I believe.
streets.
Yeah, but people like shit. When I think about Shanquilla, when I think about Shanquilla, you don't gotta be in no street. You could be an entrepreneur, people, and these are two different people. But people, if they hating on you, they gonna hate on you.
Yeah, but in her situation, you gotta look at the lifestyle she was living. She was
Mm-hmm.
a female doing the
Man,
stuff
for
that dudes do.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it
Mhm.
wasn't gonna be easy for her. It
Yeah.
definitely wasn't gonna be easy for her in the streets.
I think it was more so her telling that guy. I think that's what set that chain of
Well,
reaction.
yeah, that definitely got her caught up.
You can't even look out for people and let them know, like, hey, be safe, you know?
Nope.
Because my thing is, I think she was right by telling him that because now I'm being questioned. Now I'm being
Mm,
questioned for some shit that you did.
Listen, it be like you really can't. I had a situation with my son. My son was cool with somebody, and he was cool with another group of people.
Mm,
He knew this group of people was plotting to do something to this individual.
mm,
He told the individual confidential, don't say nothing. I'm just letting you know so you know to keep your head on a swivel. Blah blah blah. I was like, yo, tell him don't tell his cousin. Cause his cousin be with them and his cousin gonna run his mouth. He told him don't tell his cousin. He told his cousin. Then his cousin was like, nah, I ain't gonna say nothing. Nah, I ain't gonna say nothing. They pissed me off anyway because I kind of figured they was trying to do something. Uh, uh, uh. His cousin went back and told them that my son told his cousin
mm.
that they was going through. Oh, child, it was a whole big thing. But you know, my son ain't. They ain't want to like fighting my son or trying to do. They wanted to. They wanted to bad, but they didn't. But that right there too. My son was like, never again. I don't care what I know. I ain't I ain't wanting nobody for nothing no more because he felt bad what they was trying to do because he actually introduced them to him to them, and if anything happened to him, he was like he gonna feel bad. So he was like, yo, like trying to put you on a warning. You supposed to just know what you know and watch yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be always on the lookout. Nah, you ain't ran your mouth. So yeah, you can have a good
What
heart
you
and
call
want to look out for a person, but people don't know how to take what you said and just keep it to themselves. They gotta go run back and tell. So,
Big shout out to the chat. You guys rock. You guys always slide when I slide. But big shout out to y'all. This was very interesting, very cool. It was a really nice little late night, a little late night vibe.
you
What you
seen her
know?
daughter?
Yeah, I saw her daughter in the chair.
It was her daughter' birthday. It was a couple of the earlier this week. What's
Yeah,
today? What's today?
Saturday.
Yeah, it was earlier this week. It was her daughter's birthday. I told you her daughter passed away,
Yeah.
but that's the daughter that she was pregnant with.
Well,
Um,
dang, thank you for telling us. How we know her daughter passed away? How you know her daughter passed away?
because she be live. I be watching her lives.
She not gonna tell that in the story.
Not now. No, not now. She said that she says she's gonna do different stories. Like she gonna like when she finished this, she gonna tell you her next story is gonna tell you the beginning of from when she was young to how she got in the streets, like what led her into the streets to this point. Then she said at some point she'll tell a story about her daughter, but right now she's still mourning.
It's still fresh.
Yeah, she's still grieving. So she says she not ready to tell that story
And then
yet.
her
She
mother
said but
passed too.
eventually she will. She said, but Somebody had, because she had people come up on TikTok the other night. The day that me and you, that I told you I was watching her, she went live again later that day. She was live on TikTok for like 3 hours that day. Because when we was live, I was still watching her. Then she went back live again later that day for like another 2 hours. And that time she was like camming people up one by one, letting talk to her. So one person had asked her, do she forgive? Did she forgive the best friend, I forgot what she called the dude that did the job.
Enforcer.
The enforcer. And she was like, no. She was like, at one point she forgave the best friend, but the enforcer, she didn't. She don't forgive him because with her daughter gone, her daughter passed from an accident, so she never told what the accident was, because again, she ain't tell a story yet.
What, a car
That
accident?
I don't know. She just said an accident. She never said what the accident was. She just keeps saying an accident. So she said that the reason why she don't forgive him, because she feels like her daughter's passing all comes from what he did to her to make her daughter be that way. So I guess when she tell her story, then you'll find out what the accident is. But she didn't. I assumed it was a car accident, but then when she said, that, like, excuse me, I'm tongue tied. That she don't forgive him because she blamed her accident on him. So I don't know. But yeah, she didn't forgive. She won't. Shit, I wouldn't forgive him neither. Sometimes people forgive a person just so they can have peace, but in that state, I wouldn't forgive him neither. So, but basically, she didn't forgive him. People was asking her, but she has a she has a son that's 20 years old.
Oh, she got a son now?
Yeah, she has a son that's
And
20.
that's after the daughter?
No, no, her
Oh, she
son
had a
was born
5-year-old.
first. Huh?
Yeah, I remember she said she had a 5-year-old son back then.
Right. Remember, she found out the baby was her baby's father child. Forgot
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
That was her son. She ain't know that was his kid until she was born. She realized that was her child's father because her baby had extra fingers.
Hmm. My nephew was born with 12 fingers. It's not a real finger. It looked like a finger, though.
Yeah, no, but yeah. So they was asking her about the family, about the child's family, his family and stuff like that, because she said that he didn't help her with her daughter. Like, he became a piece of garbage, like as a father. When it came to her daughter, he didn't help her at all, um with her child. She was like, her son still, because she's from Florida, her son still go out there, her son still be around. She saw his sisters, and her and her sisters are really close. Like, she love his family. She just don't deal with him. But her son is locked up. Now he's locked up because he was calling her while she was on live. And then she was like, yo, my son called me like 20 times today and he don't want nothing. He don't want nothing. And she was like, he calling 20 times. Then she said, I know he good. Ain't nothing wrong with him because he locked up. And I was like, oh, damn. Shh. That don't mean he good. Just because when he locked up, honey, I'm going to answer every call. Live going to have to wait. But so she said she got a lot of stories. I told you her story was so real that the internet thought she was lying. They thought she was making it up.
Yeah,
So they went and they digged up the article,
that's
and,
sad.
and you see the
Hey, chat.
that's what made her made people believe her story, because now they seen in the news article, you saw the video where the news people was at her mother's house talking to her mother, and her mother looked like she looked white. I think she's mixed. Her mother looked white, but she's Jamaican. She's Jamaican.
Oh, she
But
doesn't look
you
Jamaican.
know you got them light Jamaicans as well. So,
She's a
but
coolie.
yeah, she's
That's my stay. That's why I stay to myself. Just checking the chat, and she said, "Did you see how Kiva's something?" I'm not sure of that. Very interesting. Watching Krishan family is enough for me not to trust people. Somebody asked where you're from, Ange. I'm
uh
totally on my
what do
own.
you mean where I'm from? What city? My nationality? What you mean?
Hey, Amy, thank you. It's good that you enjoyed yourself. I'm gonna start doing this a little bit more often. I even like the vibe. It's real quiet, cool. You know, it was cute.
I'm American, born and raised. I'm from Brooklyn, born
Not
and
a
raised.
long time. Not a long time. Fan fiction, so I didn't know her dynamic with her family. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't really get that much communicating with her. She didn't tell us all of that yet. But I never watched her live, so I guess, Angie's filling us in with some details that we don't know about her, which is good. Um but when I say something over there, I'll be getting yelled at by people in the comments, not asking thank God miss, but other people
Be getting yelled in what comments?
be getting yelled, fan of Krishan. When I say anything over there, I'll be getting yelled at by people in the comments, not answering thank you, God, or miss, but other people. Yeah, don't worry about people. Yeah, don't worry about them, because guess what? We praying for her. She said something about China. Like this, I like this channel and I support it, but I love Krishan and I love her son, and we do not know what goes on behind closed doors of what she's got him in. China is trying to figure out everything. She is. That's why, you know what? Life goes on. When people are miserable, you kind of let them stay in a miserable area. This page was designed to debunk non-truths, halfway stories, lies, and to give people clarity on what's really going on. Because anybody can pick up a story and say, how rumors are. Once they hear it, they feel like, oh, wait a minute, let me report this, and don't even take the time out to do their due diligence, to look at both sides of the story and figure out what's actually the truth, to actually not look at a clip and look at the entire video to see what's really going on in the content of the story. That's just like judging people by their skin color. It's ridiculous. It's the same thing. I'm judging a book by its cover. It's ridiculous. Instead of me doing my due diligence and research and just figuring it out on my own, using my brain that God gave me, I feel like I love when I do that, and I love when I'm around people that use their brain. So I figure it's a lot of smart people out here, and I like the people that I rock with. They use their brain, it's common sense. And so, I made it a trend. Everybody don't like using their brain.
Mhm. But yeah, back to your topic. So
Yes.
the girl, she's a now she's a truck driver.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Mm,
she's a truck driver. So she driving from city to city now. She
that's good. Keep her
pushing on
safe.
trucks.
Well, she's meant to be on this earth. I know that. 'Cause, honey. She a part of the miracle crew.
Hmm.
She definitely need to make that a movie though. That definitely need to be a movie.
She said some people reach out to her, but the people who reach, she didn't say who reached out to her. She said some people reached out to her, and she said she turned it down because she want, if she's gonna make this into a movie, she wanted to be her story, what she told. She don't want somebody else telling her story and making up stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So she said, no. She said, so I passed on it because this is my story. Can't nobody tell my story different. They can't make it how they want to make it. No, this is my story. But she said, her team is reaching out to 50, like they've been trying to reach out real heavy to 50 Cent. And it would be better if 50 and his team do it because look at Power. It's almost like a Power. It's almost like a Power movie because people was like, "Oh,
absolutely.
you could get Tyler Perry to make the movie." Tyler Perry don't do
She
those
said
type.
she don't like them bad wigs.
Yeah, first of all, Tyler Perry don't. Tyler Perry, all his movies. Although I watch all his stuff, I love me some Tyler Perry shows though. All his stuff, with all the money in the world that Tyler Perry have, I feel like his movie quality is trash. It all look like somebody who just started out using cameras. I always feel like the camera
Cause he wanted
quality,
that play look. He always wanted that play look.
yeah, but it looks trash because everything look fake. It also makes it look like all his actors, a lot of them are bad actors. You know what I'm saying? Like I give him props for giving people a chance. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of his actors be first time actors and then he just recycle them in different movies that he make. Um but some of them are horrible actors. You just gotta look past the horrible acting and just watch his show. But like, again, I love me some Tyler Perry movies. I watch them, but for a movie like her story, no, it's definitely not a Tyler Perry. It's not gonna give that effect. He don't shoot 'em up gangster movies. Absolutely not. It's not gonna work for Tyler Perry. She definitely got to go to 50 Cent. 50 Cent already did Power. It's definitely Power in a female version.
Yeah, for sure.
It's definitely Power.
I could
And
see her trying to get her life together and dipping off, going back out in the streets. Like you gotta know the streets in order to understand where she coming from. This is really good.
yeah, well, she definitely got her life together.
I'm so happy she did though. I'm so happy she did. She need to write a book.
She said somebody asked her, would she somebody asked her would she ever go back in the streets again. She said, she said, would I ever go back in the streets again? She was like, honey, I don't walk on the sidewalk. I always walk in the street. I said, oh,
Yeah.
I said, oh. And she started laughing.
She a little ghetto, but what the thing about it is she has a little, she done came from something, so she experienced different type of worlds, like gangster. She gangster. I can't
Mhm.
call it ghetto, it's gangster, because the gangster part of her ain't got no fear. She done been shot all the many times, and she went right back out there to the area they shot her in and hustled. So that right there is gangster.
Mhm.
And that man looked at her and laughed, had his arms folded and laughed. So he was trying to prepare for like to intimidate her. Now I
Mhm.
can't wait to get into the story when she starts talking about the trial.
Mhm.
You can tell it's gonna get deep. You got so many missing pieces that how is the baby and the
Well, I
trial.
know she said that the best friend, because they asked her was the best friend out, did he get out? The best friend got like 36 years. Um, she said that the best friend, she said basically everybody that she ran with all is locked up because of the best friend. She said in order for the best friend to get his time reduced, he told on everybody. Like he told everything and got everybody locked up. She was supposed to be a part of that RICO. She was supposed to be a part of it. But she said she feel like the only reason why he didn't put her in the RICO and have her locked up too is because of he already felt bad for setting her up and what happened to her and looked at her and told her he was sorry. But she was supposed to also be a part of the RICO. If I'm not mistaken, I think the dude got life. Don't quote me. I think she said he had life. She was saying so much that night. I think she said he got life. But I know she said the best friend got 32 or 36 years. One of them. He got 30 something years. So although he did all that talking, he still got some big time. And I think she said he's currently been locked up for 5 years. Currently. For 5. So he got a whole lot more to go.
Right.
And that's for the best friend. So yeah. She was on a break because she had said she had drove 18 hours the day before, and then the next day she drove 12. So she was at her friend house. She was staying with her friend. So while she was at the friend house, she went live because she would go live, but her lives would be like 10 minutes. They would be short. And while she was at the friend house, she was just live, and then she just started telling her stuff. She was saying a lot of stuff, and her friend kept telling her, stop. Like, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say it. And she was like, so every time she would get ready to say something, she would look at the friend and be like, can I say this? And her friend would say yes or no, or like, wait until you tell your other story and put it in there. Like, don't give it all now. Because, the comments kept asking her a lot of questions. They kept asking her a lot of questions, and she would say stuff. And then you could see the ghetto in her was coming out, because some people would say something. You always have a group of people in the comments that's going to say stuff. So you had some people in the comments saying stuff, and she was like, yo, y'all really trying to make me lose my page? Because, I am that person that I don't give a F. And she was ready to start cursing out. And then the friend was like, no, like, stop. She was like, listen, you know how I am. And they really trying to make me lose my page because the things they saying, I'm ready to go off. So at first I thought she was going to end her live. Because you had the stupid ones in the comments. But she kept going. She kept pushing.
Yeah, when you go live, you can't care about what nobody said in them comments. I'm learning that watching a lot of the celebrities. Like, you can't focus on the comments because you got a lot of ignorant people that's just gonna comment and comment and comment to just to throw you off.
Yeah, but when you a person trying to engage with the
Yeah, you
people in the
engage in the good
comments,
stuff.
you read it, but then especially when it's your first time doing live and you start seeing negative, you're gonna react to it. It ain't easy to just not look at the negative comment. Like me, like, remember one day we was live and I was pulling out all the negative comments and I was on one. And normally I don't read the comments. So it's kind of hard because them negative comments stand out. So you see somebody coming, especially if you're a firecracker, you're gonna go back. So I ain't gonna say is that easy a lesson. You just not gonna read comments at all and just talk and do what you do. Then that's the only way you're not gonna catch them comments. But it ain't that easy to just be like, I ain't gonna pay attention to the comments, especially when you engage in looking at the comments.
Right.
So it's a little difficult.
Hey Chad, thank you guys for hanging out here. Do anybody want to come up and elaborate on how you feel about what we just watched and your take on it? Because we will be continuing to do it. We're just gonna wait for her to put up the next part.
Y'all been trying to get Petty to watch that. Watch her stories for like a whole week now. She finally did it.
Yeah, once I gather all my little thoughts and stuff, I have like a lot going on. So, especially with shit, just everything, just making sure I'm on point with this page and work and home. So you got to just balance everything and not get all caught off track. I kind of almost got caught off track, but I caught it, and I'm happy I did. I forgot I'm going out of town, and just a lot going on, so I have to prepare for a lot of things. So it's like, ugh, gotta get this done, get that done. So I was able to catch up, which I'm happy that I did.
Yeah, it's a good story.
Yes, definitely. I'm definitely gonna come back and I like the little Nate night vibe. It's really cool, especially when I'm working. So you guys can expect this little vibe here. The after hours or whatever. People could pick up on it if they choose to watch the video because it was really interesting. And they can pick up on it. I know eventually, yeah, they could pick up on it because we still getting our watch hours. I think we did get all our watch hours, but I don't know if you have to continue to get the watch hours. I got to figure this thing out.
Yeah. If y'all want to watch it on your own, go
Yeah.
to TikTok. It's Faye Red, FYE REDD. She also have a YouTube. She been had a YouTube channel. She has music on it, but she started dropping some of the episodes on her YouTube. But I think she said YouTube was kind of messing with her videos, and some of them she couldn't upload. But she do have her YouTube. It's the same thing. Faye Red, but it's called Faye Red Music with two C's at the end.
Okay. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem for us to, you know, scoop that. And I actually was supposed to upload. You said me too. I actually thank you. Thank you for the vibe. Well, should we create the vibe, y'all? We create the vibe. That's why I love when everybody come in. They already know. You really don't have too many knuckleheads that pop in here. I think they kind of get what this page is like. So yeah, real chill vibe. She did good. She did really good with her story for sure. And I'm kind of interested in what's going on next. Um, but then I don't want the cliffhanger. So I rather, me personally, you guys can go and finish watching it. I'm gonna let a couple of pieces pile up, and then I could come and do another late night one. We had what 8 pieces pile up.
10.
That gave us an hour content, an hour and a half of content. That was good, really good.
It was 10. You did 10.
Oh yeah, 10. We had 10, so they gave us an hour and a half because we was like at 1:30, 1:40 when we finished. Not bad, with no interruptions. Not bad at all.
Hmm.
For sure. I was wondering if people was gonna still be up this time of night. I was like, I wonder if people gonna still be up. I figured it's Saturday.
I was
Everybody will be up.
I was knocked out and I woke up and I just strolled. Normally, like when I wake up in the middle of the night, I'll stroll down Instagram or YouTube and see if anything went on while I was sleeping. And I went to YouTube first, and as soon as I clicked on, I seen your thing said live. I said, "Oh, Petty live." And then when I click, I said, "Let me see what she talking about. Let me lay here. I'm gonna just listen and see what she talking about." And then when I seen you talking, you had just finished watching the episode, so I heard you
Yeah.
talking for like 2 minutes, and then I said, "All right." When you drop the link, I'll cam up for a second. Oh yeah. But anyway, girl, I'm about to drop down. I gotta get the bathroom. I was coming, just came up to talk about that. I'm
I
about
appreciate it, guys. I really do appreciate you guys. Let me see what I had to say to y'all.
to
So at this point in the story, everything starts to feel heavier. We're
talk
learning.
to you later, Petty. I'm gonna drop.
Okay, babe. Okay, cool. So we're learning just how deep betrayal might go. The shooting, the survival, the trauma. Shoot. And the shock of realizing someone close could have been involved. That's crazy. Despite everything she endured, she survived, y'all. And so did her baby. And that alone changed the emotional stakes, you know? Like it was like scary when she went in the hospital. So now we're seeing her trying to piece things together while the investigation is slowly underway. So this is where we at. There's tension everywhere, family dynamics, issues, unanswered questions, and she's still processing what happened. Trying to stay grounded, trying to function, remember she had to get that leg together and just whole rehabbing and everything. All of this in the middle of chaos. And this is the moment that something small but telling happens, right? This is so cool. So she's navigating trauma and survival and suspicion all at once. And the truth is still inching closer, guys. So we're gonna come back. That was my little sum up of that. We had a good chat. We had a good recap. Angie came in, gave us a good old recap and gave us some more information that we didn't know about the young lady. For sure, y'all already know how this go. I'm not gonna leave y'all without any music for the chat. I don't know if this is too loud for the chat, but let's see. Let's see.
Miss Petty. Hey y'all, Miss Petty, yeah, I'm on. Hey chat, where you at? This is where I belong. Yeah, hopped on the porch, still.
Matter of fact, let me give y'all the video version because I did do a video for y'all. I'd rather do the video version so you get to see some type of, visuals. And it turned out really cute.
Miss Petty. Hey y'all, Miss Petty, yeah, I'm on. Hey chat, where you at? This is where I belong. Yeah, hopped on the porch, still moving strong. Thank y'all for the love all day long. Positive energy transferred through you. We laugh, we cry, we do what we do. Chat on point, yeah, we know the truth. Come check us out, got receipts, got proof. Pull up once, now you locked in tight. Real vibe, moving every night.
Shout out to my
Forever
chat.
love, energy
Big shout out
intact.
to my
Big
mods
shout out
that's in
always to
here.
my chat.
I
Big
really
shout out to my
appreciate
chat.
you.
Where you at? Where you at? Big shout out to my chat. Where you at? Where you at? Big shout out to my chat. Where you at? Where you at? Whole squad lit, and that's a fact. That's a fact. Big shout out to my chat. Where you at? Where you at? Big shout out to my chat. Where you at? Where you at? Big shout out to my chat. Where you at? Where you at? Whole squad lit, and that's a fact. That's a fact. Big shout out to my chat. Big shout out to my mods, yeah, they hit squad. Pop junk in the chair, you won't get far. They got the vibe, keep it tight and steady. Whole room smooth, yeah, they stay ready. Petty, family focus, energy strong. Banger, family proud, yeah, we that strong. Peach pit, stay lit all night long. Whole chat popping off, chat,
Shout out
this
to
your
the
song.
chat.
Forever love, pressure intact. Big shout out always to my chat. Big shout out to my chat. Where you at? Where you at? Big shout out to my chat. Where you at? Where you at? Big shout out to my chat. Where you at? Where you at? Whole squad lit, and that's a fact. That's a fact. Big shout out to my chat. Where you at? Where you at? Big shout out to my chat. Where you at? Where you at? Big shout out to my chat. Where you at? Big shout out to the petty family. Petty family. Big shout out to the banger family. Hey, big shout out to the banger family. Hey. Big shout out to the beach pit. I appreciate every single one of y'all. We just getting started. Love my chat. Love my chat. Hey, hey, love my chat.
Yes, definitely. Big shout out to the chat. You already know I have to do something for y'all every time. And, try to keep you guys engaged and coming back. So be sure to hit that like button. Make sure if you're not subscribed, if you are, you already know how we're gonna do over here. Where you at? Where you at? For sure. When I did, thank you so much, Monique. Like when I'm working on stuff, I try to like add some fun things in there, adult fun things that you guys can enjoy while while we're engaging. And I'm a music person, so more than likely it's gonna be music, for sure. And I'm a fragrance girl, so I'm gonna start adding those components so y'all know what y'all getting into over here. We're going into the spring season, and so ladies and gents, we need to have our smell goods. And I'm gonna put you onto the latest good goods, whatever's out. um, I haven't taken the time to even, I have so much fragrances that I haven't even taken the time to even go pick up anything new. But I have some stuff that you need to start your summer off with, your spring off with. So this is the season where you grab your fragrances. And you may have all of them, but if you don't, I'm gonna put you on from the Middle Eastern fragrances to the designers to the niches. That's my area, and I love that area. All right, so big shout out to you guys for coming out. I'm gonna start implementing certain things later on in our chat with the fragrances, and I do like this late night little segment. This was cool. This was cool, and you already know. I'm already working on my own EP, so I want you guys to hear how some of my music is coming out for myself. I know she said, I know you were. He said, I didn't know you were live. I know, Angel. Hey, girl. It's all good. I just wanted to pop up here because Ange was about to take my wig off if I did not watch that daggone video. And I seen her little huffing and puffing. I was like, let me get this video because she really want me to watch it. And then when my daughter and my son started watching it, they all talking to each other about it. I felt left out. So I was like, let me get to this. But we really enjoyed ourselves. You see the thumbnail. So we're gonna be doing late night vibes for people that just can't sleep at night. And remember, guys, for our overnights, for our early morning people that's just sitting, they're sitting there chilling. I like working my shift because nobody's in my way. I'm like a people person, but I'm really not a people person. Girl, I've been live for 2 hours. I've been live for 2 hours. We watched the FYI, the Faye Red thing. And we up here. We don't gotta like get off of here. But if you guys want to watch something else, we can. Cause this is just like our late night thing. Yes, I love late night vibes for sure. We definitely gonna get into that. We're gonna. This is when like a lot of little special stuff gonna take place. The late night vibes, cause all in the daytime we gotta be all lit and loud, but at nighttime we could just chill, watch us something like like it depends on what it is. What's the next series, or we can figure it out. I'm gonna give us something. I promise. So yeah, big shout out to y'all. I really appreciate y'all because this was so cute. Did you see our little blanket? We had a little blanket. Let me see if the blanket. We had a little blanket vibe, little popcorn. I thought that was so cute. Definitely. I love the little blankie vibe. Look at our little blanket. Well, you can't really see. I gotta get this. I don't know. I need to ask Benga on how I do this because this thing be getting on my nerves. When I say this thing be getting on my nerves, it be getting on my last nerve for sure. I be wanting to know how to change out the layout, but it's like stuck in the corners. Yeah, so that's what we've been doing. We've been chilling tonight. We don't know. We don't have any more TikTok time story. Let me look. Let me go look. Let me go look and see who's popping on TikTok. Cause she did really good. Wait a minute. It was one that I wanted to see. Oh, did I cut it off? That was dumb. Let me log back in, guys. Okay. Yeah, let me log back in. Let me see what's going on out here in this TikTok streets. We don't have any more stories. I don't even like humans much. I've been betrayed by them. Yeah, I really, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm probably one of the ones that be cool with the aliens. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm probably one of the ones. I'm sorry, I'm talking to y'all the whole damn time, and I'm running my mouth, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm thinking I'm talking to y'all, and the damn button is on mute. I said, so what we're gonna do for our late night stuff? I'm gonna keep up with the stories that's going on TikTok or whatever. We'll keep some of the nice laid back stuff and stuff that you gotta really sit still for and listen to. We could do that for late night. Um, and that'll keep us making sure we're doing like more than I'll do a live and then I'll do something later. So they know y'all know I'm gonna be on a late night. I'll do a live during the day and then come late night. So at least I get like two videos in, two in one. I think that'll work. And that'll keep me in the algorithm. Now, mind you, these YouTube streets has been dry. You still have this guy running his mouth about our girl But I'm gonna get on the back of his head tomorrow because the energy that I want to take out for the back of his head is something different. Because he's still sitting over there looking like his whole breath stink, talking about this girl. Talking about this girl to me, he don't give a F about her. He's still worried about the baby. And mind your business, because you feel stupid. You feel about dumb. Because now you said the baby can't move. He needs to be in this and he needs to be in that. And Krishan Jesus is hopping around the church. Yeah. Thank you, Monique. Thank you. I'm happy that you feel comfortable over here. That's what I wanted. Yeah, little Jesus is hopping around the church. Leave that baby alone. He gonna walk when he ready to walk. When he ready, he will. Everything y'all said he couldn't do, he will do. He will do. So keep making things up and keep looking stupid. You know? Thank you so much. Yeah, so definitely it's a vibe over here where positive energy is transferred through you. You know what I mean? We come over here for, you know, we really do try to be the voice for the people that, you know, listen and think, and try to be the voice for the people that actually want to dig into the situation and not just go off of face value and rumors. You know what I mean? We don't do lies over here. So when we bring information to the table, if you notice, we'll have our receipts. Here, flip, girl. Right. For sure. Here, flip. And I'm a grew up exactly. Flip, man, I'm so happy. Here, Flip, he was hopping on the floor. Exactly. He was trying to pull himself up. And everybody has a weakness. Everybody has a flaw. Everybody is not born perfect. So if you guys want to attack this baby because he wasn't born perfect, fine with it. Fine with it. I love the fact that TikTok is going to bat for her. You have some people on TikTok that really dislike her, and you have people that don't. So I love that it's like split down the middle. But what we're doing, we're staying focused. We can be loud now. Don't make us get loud because we get loud, it's a whole nother story. But we're not trying to get loud. We staying focused. Let them be loud and wrong. Ain't nothing like being loud and wrong. That is the worst embarrassing thing. You was loud as hell and you was wrong as hell. You know? So let them continue that ugly little momentum, and then we come to find out now they, oh yeah, yeah, when one story don't work, they'll go to another one. They start talking about, oh, Ronnie this, Ronnie that. Man, go sit on an egg. I'm trying, y'all. I've been trying not to cuss, but these people be making me want to go in. And I know I got a nice pack of cuss words for his behind tomorrow. A fresh pack. So the intentions are to go home, set myself up, get myself ready. I do watch my church on Sundays. If I don't make it to church, get my mind right before I go live. But I'm definitely gonna touch on, cause he the top of the week, right? Touch on what's going on for our week and keep it pushing. I don't know if I seen Banger go live today. Did Banger go live today? I don't think so, guys. If he did, I missed it. Was it quiet out here in these YouTube streets? Did Banger go live today? Cause I usually see when he go live, but I ain't see him today. Definitely, she has a lot of you guys that really love her and us that really support her. Yeah, we don't got time for that. Let them, because it's a difference. Like I noticed, like I don't think it did. Okay, cool. So I noticed that when you go through that side of the street, because to me it's two different sides of the street, and I noticed when you go through that side of the street, you're not able to use your brain. How you doing? You're not able to use your brain. Yeah, guys. So I'm going to end the live. Make sure you guys come in and check us out in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you for subscribing. And you already know how we're gonna do. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Mm. Thank you for stopping by my petty family. You know it's love from MzPettySociety. Hot topics, truth, and a little bit of style. We keep it real and classy all the while. Hit that like, subscribe, and stay a while. Turn the bell on, you know the vibe over here. It's facts over feelings, you see. Yeah, it's MzPettySociety.